What's going on, everybody? Today, Kabam released the patch notes for update 19.0, and this update looks really sick, actually. To summarize it in like 10 seconds here, it's buffed rewards across the board pretty much, and then a bunch of quality of life changes. Now, there's actually a video here that also shows the new champions and has voiceover from Adora kind of describing their abilities a little bit. Also talks a little bit about what's coming next month, too, so definitely recommend checking that out. It's on their official YouTube page, or you could find it on their Twitter here. The two champions, Wasp and Ghost, look really cool. Ghost looks especially interesting. It seems like she has some type of invisibility effect, the same way that the Hood does. But I don't know. Some people are saying that it's going to be a nightmare to fight against, but I don't know. It seems like a more like an offensive tool because it seems like it's something that you can kind of control more than anything. So we'll see what actually happens when those champions are released. Kind of speculation for right now. But as far as the update itself goes, really good stuff. Let's talk a little bit more about it. The first thing here is they're introducing something called a Peak Milestone reward system, and there's actually a whole blog post here about it. And this is the type of stuff that I really like to see when they go into detail and explain exactly why they're making the change that they're making. So yeah, all the communication like this. This is the type of stuff that I think we all want more of. And basically, the peak milestone system, to sum this up a little bit, they're buffing the rewards, but they're not going to give you like all of the milestones anymore. So instead of giving you like the lower level junky stuff, like just a couple of really small ISO bricks and that kind of thing, they're actually going to hold all of the rewards. You're going to see the milestones, so you're always you know what you're going after, but you're not going to get to claim the milestones until the event is over, basically. So it is a slight delay in the kind of delivering of those rewards, but the rewards are going to be buffed as a result. Their reasoning behind that is this way they can kind of target the rewards based on player progress a little bit more. So someone who would not be able to hit all of the further milestones, maybe they would still get some of the lower level items, whereas somebody with like a 5 and 6 star roster who is able to hit the further milestones, you would be getting rewards more tailored towards what you actually need to keep progressing in this game. So yeah, I think it's really good. We don't know exactly what the rewards are going to look like for certain things, for like the Alliance events, but they're actually bringing the system to Alliance Quest. They're not bringing it to every single thing in the game, but they are bringing it to Alliance Quest as well. And this, like, they're not kidding when they're talking about buffing the rewards. So check this out. If you get all of the milestones here, or actually, let's just go by their examples. Currently, right now, this week of Alliance Quest, if you hit the final milestone, which is 175 million, you get 2270 glory. With the update, which is going live next week, if you hit 170 million, then you get 3,000 glory. So that's a pretty big difference. And it's not just for the high end either. If you get 20 million right now, depending on the bracket that you're in, you get 800 or 950 glory. They're actually eliminating the bracket systems. You're not going to be going up or down starting with the next Cycle of Alliance quest. And regardless of where you're at, since there is no more bracket, you're going to be getting 1350 glory. So yeah, that's a big difference, 950 to 1350. On top of that, the Glory Store has been buffed so that it's actually cheaper. I don't know the full cost. Haven't memorized like every single cost in here, but I know it's cheaper. Just looking at this Tier 2 Alpha here, the first Tier 2 Alpha is only 225 glory. That's a lot better. So yeah, we're actually going to be able to buy more things with our glory, like significantly more, due to having more glory just in general, and then a lot of these prices in here being dropped. Now, I can't remember exactly what the price of potions. I think these potions are the same, but this is still going to help out a lot in terms of getting more potions, just because right now I've been spending most of my glory on these things, but I only buy one per day to get it at the best price. So now maybe I will have a little bit of glory to spare for some of these other things. They also increased the limit of certain things that you could buy, but I don't ever recommend saving up your glory that much to be buying these things once they start getting higher in price. That's really not a good thing to do. One thing about this though is, remember, you're not getting these rewards until basically the event is over. So for the first week of Alliance Quest, it's gonna feel a little bit weird because you're not gonna get the glory until essentially Alliance Quest is over. But after that, like, you're gonna have this pool of glory just to have, so it doesn't really matter. It's only gonna kind of stink for the first week, but after that, Yeah, after that, it's just buffed rewards, man, pretty significantly. They also buffed the rank rewards for Alliance Quest, and this I'm very excited about. So depending on how high your Alliance places, everyone, if you rank between 1 and 500, you actually get some tier 2 alpha fragments added to the rewards that you're already getting. And some of these are really high. So my alliance, we've been trying to push harder and harder in terms of prestige and ranking higher and stuff like that. And I think we're gonna hopefully land in this 2 to 10 ranking, and that means we would get a third of a tier 2 alpha every single week. That's a lot, man. But even people who are not scoring high enough to qualify for tier 2 alpha, it seems like the rewards are still buffed as well. You're going to be getting more of these tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals, so those rewards will be coming in to be able to rank up champions a little bit faster. So overall, looks really good, the updates to Alliance Quest. Now, we're not getting a new season. Apparently that's not coming for a few months still, so that's a little bit disappointing to see, because map 6 really hasn't changed in a long time. Map 5 got a little bit of an update with the Sentinels, even though a lot of people didn't really like that. But yeah, we need a refresh in Alliance Quest. But at least they're telling us like it's not that much further in the future, just like a few months away. There are some updates to maps 1, 2, 3, and 4, however, and they all have a little bit of different updates going on, removing some nodes here, changing up some of the nodes. Essentially, it seems like it's going to be easier for maps 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're curious about the exact changes, yeah, you're going to have to check this out for yourself about your individual map. Maps 5 and 6 are not changing whatsoever. There's a little bit of a paragraph here about map 5, but they're just basically they're not changing anything, essentially. Don't even worry about that. It's just like one node where they're combining the description of two different buffs or something. So yeah, that's really it for that. As far as the other things that are coming this month, we have some other pretty interesting things. This is really cool here. If you pause the fight, you're actually going to be able to see the buffs and debuffs on the champions. So if you're not sure what a certain icon meant, well, now all you have to do is hit pause, and it'll actually tell you. So that's really cool. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I don't know if you're going to have to, like, pause and then tap on it, or if it's just going to, like, display it automatically or something like that. We'll have to see. But I'm very curious about that, because, yeah, there's certain nodes where, man, I'm fighting, and I'm just hoping for the best. Like, what is that? I hope it doesn't kill me. Cross my fingers. Let's fight. Hopefully, it's not like some unblockable thing or something. But now I'll be able to see, so that's really cool. There's a little bit of a quality of life change here, where you're going to be able to. I guess it's called Smart Select, where it's going to automatically use the most efficient ISO when you're ranking up a champion. So it seems like it's just going to be an easier or faster way to get through that kind of rank up screen. Apparently, I was told by someone that's a feature that they have in Kabam's other game, Forged to Fight. So, if you've played that game, then I guess it's going to look like that. There's a note that they've made the distinction between different reward brackets more clear in Alliance Wars, and I'm not exactly sure what that means. So we'll have to see when the update lands of exactly what that is. They also changed the appearance of the concussion icon to be unique, as was also being used by other debuffs. And I did notice that too. I'm not sure what the new icon is going to look like, so we'll have to kind of test that out. If you play a champion that has a concussion debuff, just be aware that it's going to look a little bit different. As far as the bug fixes, mostly good stuff here. There's only one thing that I'm like, man, I wish they didn't fix that. It was kind of cool, actually. Basically, where it says, fixed an issue where some champions can start a new combination against an opponent that has been knocked down. And what I was doing was I would use Modok and use a heavy attack that applies all of like the incinerates. It would send them flying across the room. There's no way I should be able to connect a special attack with that, but because of this bug, I was, hitting the special button, shot the beam at them, and it would still connect. So it was actually pretty fun to play around with. Sad to see that get fixed, but everything else here seems like they're just good bug fixes. There's one here that I've heard a few people that were especially happy with. Ghost Rider's Damnation will now remove Sabretooth's regeneration. So if you're having problems fighting Sabretooth, it sounds like Ghost Rider is going to be a nice way to counter that guy. Unfortunately, I don't see any fix to the Domino Brock block breaking bug. That one is particularly nasty. Hopefully they get it in the next update. But the rest of this all looks like it's really good stuff. So yeah, I can't wait for this update actually. The thing that I'm most excited about is just the buff to rewards here for Alliance Quest. And then of course I want to know what other systems are getting this Peak Milestone system, because yeah, it's not going to be everything, but I'm really curious to see what exactly is getting buffed. It says here that we'll be starting with some of our Alliance events, so I'm guessing like the 3-day events, like item use, but more prominently they'll be used in Alliance Quest. So yeah, we'll see when the update actually hits, I suppose. But overall, this update looks really sick, actually, man. Definitely excited to download this one. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.